This video will show you how to add and copy assignments. If you look up here in the tabs, some of the other videos we've already looked at are class info and grade setup. There are a couple other ones here. I personally don't use them that much, but if you look on the students, you'll of course have student information about the people in that class. I have physics selected right now. If you click on assignments, this is a place where you can add assignments in by coming down here and clicking on the plus, which you probably can't see right there. You can click on the plus and add assignments in, but you can do that also on the score sheet. So I very rarely am on the assignments or students tabs. They're kind of redundant and I don't really use them too much. So because I can click on these arrows here next to the student and see the student information also. So I'm usually always on the score sheet. So at the score sheet, if you want to add an assignment for this class, then right up here there's a plus minus here, and you can add or remove assignments on this sheet also. So if I want to add an assignment for this class, for my first hour physics class, I'd click on the plus, and this new assignment box will come up here. I'll try to get it all here in the screen so you can see it. And so I'm going to put in a name of this assignment. So I might call it safety quiz, and then abbreviation, you can just leave it the same, or if you want to put SQ. That way later on you can print out some reports and you can decide to abbreviate the name, and therefore it'll put the abbreviation in, so it might make your columns a little smaller. You might be able to fit everything onto a sheet, so that's the reason why you might have to put in a good abbreviation there. Then category. Now if I look on there, it'll give me all the categories, remember, that I put into my category bank. Some of them I don't use in physics, even like chemistry tests. I don't use those in physics. So you can choose from anything that you have in your category bank. We'll say these are chemistry tests, and if you remember when we did categories, you could put on a default amount of points for that particular thing. So because most of my chemistry tests are 100 points. Even though my quizzes go in my chemistry test also, my quizzes are actually only 20 points. So you'll see that since I chose the category of chemistry test, it put in for points possible 100, because normally that's how much it is. But since this is a quiz, I actually need to change this to 10 points. Then I can come down here and put in what date it is due. It would usually put in the date that is today, but since I'm making this video when we're not quite actually into the year yet, it's just putting in the first date of when we have classes. So, but I can click on this little calendar here and I can choose, maybe I want it that it's actually the 20th when I'm putting this in. Then down here you can type in a description. Now this is a description for the assignment. If you remember when we did categories, when I put categories into my category bank, I put in chemistry test, and there was a place in there where I could write a description about that category. So I would have maybe written a description about most chemistry tests are 100 points, and you take them with a partner and you take them online, and I would have written up a whole bunch of things about the category of chemistry tests. So this description is a little different. This description is for the actual, it's about the actual chemistry test or quiz that you're taking. And so I could type in, this was a introductory chemistry quiz on safety, or something like that to describe what this thing is. Normally I don't really use this description box very much. If like I have physics tests, then they're all physics tests, and the description of the category is probably good enough. But if for instance, I'm doing a mousetrap car, I put that in my physics test category, but that's really different than normal physics tests. So I would put mousetrap car for the name, and down here in the description I would maybe put the rules of the guidelines of what they needed to do to make the mousetrap car. So this is the description of this particular type, this particular test, what it maybe was about. You could put in maybe what the benchmarks or indicators are, or essential questions or something that you wanted them to know. On their report card, they'll be able to click on that on the safety quiz in the report card, and it'll pop up a little description about that thing. So you can use that if you like. If you go to the Publish tab, which I very rarely use also, we obviously want to publish these scores, and we want them, so usually we just leave that check marked. And if you don't want to publish them like till a certain date. You can choose that, but I've never usually done that. I just put an assignment and I publish it immediately. So once you have that assignment all ready to go, you can click Save. And that'll put that, so I can close, X out this box here, and that'll put the assignment in there. And it'll be colored red because my chemistry test, if you remember when I did my categories, I chose a red folder for chemistry test. So I can always be able to kind of look along all my assignments and know what it is just by the color. Now if I want to get rid of this, I would, of course, I can click out of it. And if I want to click, if I want to get rid of it, I'd click on it and I'd click the minus, and that would take the assignment away. If I want to edit something, I didn't do something right, maybe the date's not right, or points, I'm going to have it be, oops, I want the points to be worth 20. So I'll click on this little arrow right here and I'll go back to my information, and I can put in 20 right there. And then I can click Save again and exit this out. So this will be, now it's 20 points. Okay. Now, if I want to, if I have that safety quiz, I'm going to give that to all my physics classes. So I want to copy this assignment. So I'm going to come up to Tools and go down to, let's see, how about Copy Assignment? And this is Semester 1. I want to put it in the same class. I don't want to put it in the same class. I want to put it in my other physics classes, which I only have one this year, 2 physics classes. So I click right there and hit OK, and that'll copy it over to that other physics class. So if I come down here now and I click on my other physics class, it should be there. If it doesn't give me a spinning wheel. And there it is. That's still not it. There it is. Okay, so there'd be my other safety quiz, and I can copy assignments. I don't think they've figured out a way yet to, like, if I was back on my first physics class and I put in a whole, like, 10 assignments that were coming up, and I put them all in, I don't think there's a way yet. If there is, I'll make another video, but how to copy all 10 of those at the same time to the other section. I can copy assignments, which is good, but I have to seem to copy them one at a time, which is normally what you'd be doing anyway. You go in and you have an assignment that day, so you put it in your grade book and then you copy it to your other classes. But I don't think they have that figured out yet, and when they do, I'll get back to you on that. Hope that shows you how to add assignments and to copy them.